different applications of artificial intelligence when we speak about, then the applications of artificial intelligence, or a plethora of applications for artificial intelligence, they can be identified, right? When we look up to the precise uses of the artificial intelligence, then we can come up with various different types of the we can say roles of artificial intelligence. The artificial intelligence can be useful in event management, where it is useful for facial recognition to attend the scan the attendees which are present in that particular event. It is useful for personalized recommendations of particular person or of particular we can say process. Then sales chatbots also, etc., they can be utilized for the event sale of the tickets, etc., right? Insurance, where it helps in identifying the risk associated with different types of the we can say policies which are being taken up, or identifying the risk associated with a particular person also based on different reports, medical reports, etc., or identifying different types of the risk associated with insurance of a particular asset. That can also be aspect of artificial intelligence. It is useful for personalized pricing for a particular person, for a particular asset. A personalized pricing can be provided based on different sets of conditions which are which prevail with that particular event or that particular we can say task which is to be ensured. Right, then client support systems, the chatbots can be brought in, or virtual assistants can be brought in over here with the help of artificial intelligence. Then it is useful in cyber security as well, where it helps to identify the different types of the events associated with any breach of cyber threat or any breach of cyber security, right? Or accelerated incident response systems can be created where immediately with the help of this, the cyber security response teams can be brought in, and immediate responses can be given to cyber threats so that the damages because of the cyber threat can be reduced. It is useful for smart homes, where personal assistants can be brought in for smart homes. Automated goods and ordering systems can be brought in over here. Home security, temperature and light control, they all can be brought in, and they can be useful in smart cities. The detailed explanation we will see further also. The role of artificial intelligence in defense sector, where it helps to create unmanned aerial vehicles, the drones, the defense drones can be brought in as an aspect of artificial intelligence only. Then civilian detection systems, facial recognition of the civilians, of identifying also in surveillance intelligence, defense intelligence, it can be utilizable, right? Autonomous decision making as far as different types of the events are considered. If a combat event is to be created, or robots if they are being brought in over here in the military robots, or different types of the situations they appear, and what should be the decision that should be taken up, right? Then target identification, identifying a particular target, knowing all the coordinates of that particular target, understanding the target and understanding the complexity of that particular area, geographical area also, right? Then diagnosis and maintenance of the weapon systems, constant monitoring of the weapon systems and their maintenance. Firing up of the weapon systems can also take place with the help of artificial intelligence, where missiles, robots, or we can say other things, they can also be brought in over here. War, gaming, simulation, training, etc., they can all be brought in over here, and then their utility can be taken into simulation, and training would be useful, or artificial intelligence based training for combat like situations, that all can be brought in over here. Then so a detailed use of artificial intelligence and defense has been very well explained, right? Then social media, or the social networks which are utilizing, Facebook is utilizing, YouTube is utilizing, or different types of other social networks, they are utilizing artificial intelligence, where the photo recognition, respect to a particular person, its identification based on photo. News feed personalization, particular to a particular person, what type of the news a particular person is constantly watching, then personalizing news for that. And if you're watching news for science, then more of the science news would come in Facebook. If you're watching news for entertainment, more of it would come in. Identifying that thing, that personalization or personalized social media comes in over here. Then friendship suggestions, that usually we have started seeing in Facebook also. You're friend to someone and then he's friend to someone, and the suggestion comes on your Facebook page, right? Augmented reality filters can be brought in, that comes in Instagram, etc. Right, where we have different photo filters also. Right, then chatbots, we can create our own chatbots, or robots can chat also, robotic chats, they are being brought in. Various messengers, they have their own chatbots. We have taken up an example of Hike Messenger, which was present even on the new messenger, which is Signal. We have a chatbot which is also been applied. Telegram also has a chatbot which is being created. Automated video music synchronization, right? Video or audio synchronization. What type of video you are looking into, synchronizing those into your playlist, etc. Right. Then it is also useful in real estate industries, where targeted advertisement, market analysis, and client segmentation, personalizing the advertisement and marketing for real estate to a particular individual, that can be brought in. In agriculture, where robotic harvesters, we look up in detail also, right? Computer vision to monitor crop and soil health, that is also being brought in. Predictive analysis for environmental health, etc., that can also be brought in over here with the help of agriculture. As far as healthcare is considered, then it can be utilizable for autonomous surgical robots, that can be brought in as robotic assisted surgeries, drug discovery, epidemic outbreak prediction, virtual doctors, etc. They are some of the highlighted ones. We look up it in detail also for healthcare, right? Then it is also useful for online shopping, e-commerce, etc., right, where search recommendations are being brought in. We have seen this thing as an example earlier also, that if you are searching for something, then it comes up in your web page also. That is also search recognition or search recommendation. Then customer service and sales chatbots can be brought in. Virtual assistants which are present over Flipkart, Amazon, etc. And you can chat in, you can put in your query, and those responses can be brought in. 3D modeling of the objects, that they have started playing also. Right, virtual models of a particular object, how does it looks, how does it behaves, how does it functions, all of that can be brought in with the help of artificial intelligence. It is also useful in aerospace, where commercial flight autopilot and weather detection or forecasting, etc., can be brought in over here in aerospace. Artificial intelligence in space researches has been adopted much recently by ISRO also, right, where specifically the flight control system, the trajectory control systems, they have been brought in. The fueling systems, they have been brought in. The fuel injection systems, they have also been brought in based on artificial intelligence in different launch vehicle systems. The fuel, flight, formation, all these three, they have been brought in with the artificial intelligence only. The artificial or the machine learning enabled these things. The design formation would be designing launch vehicle systems. Flight would be the complete trajectory. Fuel would be fuel injection systems, fuel pattern systems, different types of the fuels, when they are to be used, when not to be used, all of this. And then the forecast. These four have been brought in with the aerospace or the space researches also. In the long distance space flights also, where interplanetary missions are being discussed. When interplanetary missions are being taken into consideration, artificial intelligence and deep learning, they will help to understand the complexities associated over here. And sending a rocket to Mars is something which will have various possibilities or various challenges that can appear, that we have seen with Mars orbital mission also. So counting those challenges and countering strategies for those challenges, all of it has to be taken into consideration. Predicting that with the help of artificial intelligence, that can also be one aspect of it, right? Then it is useful for sports, where it helps to bring in the wearable technologies to analyze different types of the performances. The wearable computers, they are available. Smart ticketing, we'll discuss about wearable technologies and wearable computers also in robotics in detail, right? Augmented video highlights and computer vision referee, etc. They can be brought in over here. Smart ticketing means providing tickets to a particular event. That can be in event management also. Automated video highlights, defining the exact highlighted area and then providing the highlights of that particular thing over videos. Computer vision referee, targeting the role of referee in the sports, right? Then mobiles, where it is useful for voice to text applications, artificial intelligence enabled voice to text has been brought in, Google Assistant, etc. They are all, or even the mobiles also have their own voice to text. Smart personal assistant like Alexa, Echo, Cortana, Google Assistant, they are all present in the mobile phones and smartphones with the help of artificial intelligence. Then it is also useful in workplaces, where it is useful for bringing in robotics in manufacturing. Then automated safety checks in factories, they can also be brought in. Autonomous haulage for or checking up of the machines. Enhance recruitment. So in the workplace, the human resource management and human resource development can be taken up. Automated timesheets that can be brought in. So constant checking up, or the HR functions can also be brought in over here. Right. So in workplace, artificial intelligence can replace the human resources management and human resource development, as well as it is also useful in manufacturing, in different other areas. Artificial intelligence industries, we look up to that also. Entertainment, where music suggestions like Spotify, Apple Music or Google Play Music has different types of the suggestions. Automatic music creation also, we can create different nodes on this. Music synthesis can be created over here. Nowadays it is quite popular. Film and TV suggestions, where Netflix, Amazon, Hulu, etc. they are all they would suggest this is the movie, you have liked this thing, now you can look up to this also. Right, that comes in from predictive analytics also, that if a particular viewer is watching this particular movie, then he would be interested in this type of the movie also. Right. Then marketing and advertisement personalization, personalize different types of the marketing strategies to a particular person, directed to a particular person only, direct to a particular interest only. Right. Search optimization, optimize the different searches which are being created over search engines, over different web pages, and then providing results to a particular person or a particular individual based on that. Right. It is also useful in hospitality, where it helps in creating smart hotel rooms, personalize the communication between the hospitality management and the customer. Predictive supply chain, what different types of the supplies are required, and predicting that and providing that. That is useful in media, where automated journalism can be brought in. The machines themselves can capture over events and facts and then report also. Right, eliminating the fake news also, whether a particular news is correct or not, the facts can be checked and then fake news can be identified. Data analysis also over here comes in with the media, the big data analysis, because that is generated with the news and journalism and media. The facts and events constantly change and happenings come into, because there are multiple events and news reports the events. So the big data is being generated over here, data with vulnerability, volatility, and we can say versatility comes in over here in media, and then analyzing that particular data and identifying the major data sets and extracting values out of it would be the use of artificial intelligence. Bias removal, if a particular news is biased towards one thing, then identifying that thing, that usually happens positive, negative, sometimes we go too negative, sometimes we go too positive. That biasness can be identified and can be removed. Content analysis for organization, different types of the organization, what type of content is required, that can be identified and that can be presented with the help of artificial intelligence. Then it is useful in gaming, where it is useful in thought controlled gaming, improvised visual qualities, AI coaches, facial recognition for 3D avatars, etc. PUBG or other different types of the PlayStations, they are all based on the artificial intelligence or the at least machine learning based gaming system, the new generation of the machines. Right. Then communication, where it helps in identifying, providing spam filters with the emails specifically. Right. Text and email reply suggestions, that okay fine, I'm on vacation, I'll come back. This was all based on machine learning or predefined text which can be controlled with the help of artificial intelligence. Real-time translation and emotion analytics. If a particular mail is in a particular language, then immediately it can be translated. You have been viewing English, this is in Japanese, and this can be translated in English. That translation can also takes place. Emotion analytics also. Right. Then education, it is also useful in plagiarism checkers. If a particular text is repeated, copied, that checking can be taken up in education. Automated grading systems, they are being brought into over here, constant checking of the sheets, marks, attendance, all of this, they can be taken up and grading can be provided to students. Customized digital learning in interfaces, right? Smart classroom, when we say, then smart classroom management can come up over here with the help of artificial intelligence. Virtual teachers of the lectures can be brought in, predefined or pre-recorded lectures can be brought in, and they can be provided to student as according to their time schedules, etc. Virtual teachers, adaptive learning, or even machines can utter upon certain facts, and that can help students learn from that constant we can say fact-based learning which can be created. Text to speech can learn the textbook, and this can be made more funful for the students, right? It would be far more easier to learn a book or read a book rather than constantly reading a particular text also. Then adaptive learning, right? According to a particular student, the tools can be designed and learning can be fostered over here. Then retail spaces, cashless stores can be brought in over here, right? Because on the digital payments can be brought in, and digital payments, AI enabled digital payments. Can be brought in over here, and that can be useful. Virtual mirrors can be brought in, where constantly we can look upon or we can survey upon surveillance, etc., right, in retail spaces. And then footfall analysis and store optimization, whether the footfall is better, how to optimize, how to rearrange the things so that maximum output can be gained as far as the or the customer likability can be gained. That can be brought into retail spaces, in malls, in big shops, etc. Transport, it will help to reduce the travel time through analyzing traffic, right? That's what we are using with Google Maps. Or navigation, right? That is artificial intelligence enabled, and it is useful in ride sharing apps, determining price, supply chain predictions, etc. Uber or Ola, we utilize, they are artificial intelligence enabled, or even we have seen it, they are machine learning or predictive analytics enabled, where they can identify or predict which driver would come in, which driver is going to that particular way, the way you desire to go, and what is the maximum probability that this particular driver would pick up the ride, etc. Constantly monitoring that, providing navigation, providing maps, and providing security also is something which is artificial intelligence. Autonomous vehicles, they can also be brought in, and the driverless cars, etc. Tesla Model 3, all of these, we will discuss these things in robotics as well in detail. Right, banking and personal finance, where it helps in fraud prevention and fraud detection, constantly monitors different types of the frauds if they are present in banking systems, or any kind of the fraud data if it is present, and then that can be monitored and that can be controlled. Right, different types of the transactions, if they are fraudulent, then they can also be monitored over here. Credit decisions, if the credit is to be given to a particular party or not. Right, client segmentation, different types of the clients, and segmentation and priorities can be given based on different types of the segments which are being created. And ultimately, it is also useful for politics and government. It is useful in targeted campaign. It is also useful in election and post-election. Right, EVM and their security, if they are question marks, if they are being raised, then artificial intelligence enabled secured EVMs can also be created over here. Right, public opinion monitoring, right, understanding or pre-poll analysis can be created over here. What is the mood, in which way we must plan for the elections, right? Anticipating infrastructure failures and maintenance, etc. For the governments. Right, this can be for politics, this can be for government. Identifying the governance failures, also creating policy structures, understanding what could be the mood of the different types of the masses as far as a particular policy is considered, identifying in which way we can rephrase the policy so that the acceptance of the policy can be higher. Right, that can also be aspect of it. In governance, it can also help to form the policies. Depending upon the needs, the policy structures can be created, and policy formations can also be driven with the help of artificial intelligence over here. The crop yield analysis can be created, and then suggestions can be made that these corrections can be created so that the crop yield boost can be seen also. Syllabus, management, books, content, all these availability can be made, and identify the learning gaps in the classroom. Right, the economy management or finance management. In finance management, artificial intelligence can be useful in automating the data entry and data categorization. So data management